Welcome back, Pilot. In today's video, I'll be discussing things about the Titanfall game that has been forgotten. A game that I hold close to my heart, and so do many others. That game is Titanfall Assault. Now, you might be wondering, what is Titanfall Assault? Well, let me explain. Titanfall Assault was Respawn's attempt at bringing Titanfall to mobile in the form of an RTS, or real-time strategy. The game would be developed by Particle City and would release in 2017. Now, you're probably thinking, it's just a mobile game. And I'm not surprised you're thinking that because, I mean, let's be real, mobile games nowadays are terrible. And you know what, not even just nowadays, mobile games for a long time have been terrible. And they're mainly just pay-to-win pieces of trash. And this game did have pay-to-win elements, I'm not going to lie, it did. But the game wasn't terrible, unlike, you know, Raid Shadow Legends. But yeah, honestly, I found this game really fun. One of the best mobile games I've actually ever played. And I do not play mobile games pretty much at all. I played a bit of Clash of Clans back in the day, but I used to play this game a ton. I'm not even joking, I used to sweat this game out all the time. And it was just really addictive. You know, I like real-time strategy games, and Titanfall as a real-time strategy just was really appealing to me and many others. And the weird thing is, the game was actually one of the highest rated games, and I believe it was within the top 5 of the best games in 2017 for mobile. But despite that, the game got taken off the store in 2018. I'm guessing EA or Respawn or whatever didn't get enough money from the game and they didn't want to continue operating the servers. Makes sense, if the game's not making money, then why keep it open? But yeah, the game nowadays is, you know, you try to load into it. I used to have it on my phone. You can still download it if you had it in the past. You can just go to your download history on your Apple Store or Android Store. I don't know if it's a thing on Android. But if you try to load the game up, it's just a constant reconnecting screen. Yeah, it's a real shame, but man, I would love to play this game again. It'd be cool if someone managed to reverse engineer the game. Don't know how the hell that would happen, but I guess it's possible. It'd probably take a lot of effort and a lot of dedication, but given the game came out in 2017 and it is a mobile game, I don't really think anyone's dedicated to do that, which is pretty sad, but is what it is, I guess. So yeah, that's Titanfall Assault. Very cool. In the background here you can see the gameplay for the game. There was various different maps, Angel City, Boneyard, Crash Site, many others that got remastered into their RTS form here. But yeah, if you remember this game, let me know in the comments. I'd like to see what you have to say about it. Do you remember it as a good game, or do you remember it as a bad game? So before the video ends, I'm going to play a clip from one of the developer streams. It's basically going to be just the developers talking over what's in the game, sort of how it operates, just basic. I'll leave the link in the description and the comment section if you want to check out that stream for yourself, so you can get a more in-depth view of what the game was. And I'll see you lot in the next one. Take care.
Your squad, and this is actually your squad. So what you do is you build out a team based on 3 pilots, 3 titans, and you bring in 4 burn cards. And so you can choose from a large library. At Worldwide, we'll have 40 units that you can choose from. And then each unit has completely different traits. So your pilots are, you know, classic pilots with the classic weaponry, the, you know, gear you would expect them to have. They're the apex predators of the battlefield, so they're obviously fully equipped to parkour and cross the field. We've got titans. We bring in everything from some very lightweight reserved titans, some of the classics. What's really neat is that you'll see everything from Titanfall 1, and we're also bringing in Titans from Titanfall 2, with many more to come. But you'll see the reserves. These are the low-cost, quick to get into the battle units. But then we got the big beefy ones that show up with the cores and a full range there. And then based on your strategy, you'll mix and match what units you want. And then, we brought back burn cards, something that we loved from Titanfall 1. And so these are your support units. So this would be things like calling in a drop pod of grunts. You can buff units by giving them shields to get them to last longer, turrets, missile barrages, and the like.
And you can set up to 3 different squads. So as you mix and match, you can kind of just have your top 3, which I really liked that. So it wasn't every time I wanted to. I liked building a set 3 of like, here's my sort of really low cost cards. Here are some of like my variety pack, and here's something that's more experimental.
Oh, well, yeah, we've seen live that we've just seen a wide mix of different play experiences. One of the big things about the game is, and as we dive in deeper, you'll see it, but we have a wide range of iconic maps right out of Titanfall and Titanfall 1 and 2. And these locations are all unique, and you'll find that you need kind of different units and different strategies.
Yeah.
And another thing that makes us really unique is the gameplay mechanic is hardpoint domination, where you're actually trying to capture and control these hardpoints that are located across the middle of the field. This really requires the player to kind of lean forward in a mobile game, be much more action-orientated.
Yep.
It's not just a game of counters like you find in a lot of games. This is actually one where you got to be very proactive and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And so when you hold a hard point, you get points. And whoever gets 100 points, controls the hard points the most during the game, obviously wins. There is a secondary way to win, though, and that is to take the enemy base, and I'll show you all that in a little bit. But